Welcome back to The Explainer. I am honestly so incredibly excited for our session today because, well, we finally reached it. The pivot, the hinge. If you've been following along, you know we've spent a lot of time diagnosing this vast, incredibly heavy disease of suffering that permeates the universe. But today is where everything turns. We are finally transitioning from that overwhelming darkness to the ultimate cosmic cure. And the most surprising part of the whole shebang? This profound, literally luminous shift doesn't kick off with some massive, earth-shattering event. It starts with something so small. It starts with a simple act of devotion.
Just a single, sincere offering. I really want you to ask yourself for a second, how can a tiny, almost invisible act of sincerity ripple out across eons of time to eventually heal the entire universe? I mean, it sounds totally impossible, right? But this is exactly where our story pivots from the darkness into the light. We are about to see how the absolute smallest seed of pure faith can unlock this crazy cascade of miraculous events.
Section 1. The Hinge of Faith. Okay, let's dive into this. After all our time diagnosing the incredibly complicated, massive scale of the world's pain, we actually find the beginning of the cure. And it begins with a Yakṣa. The juxtaposition here is just staggering to me. On one hand, you have the immense disease of suffering. On the other, an incredibly intimate, quiet catalyst, a Yakṣa offering a sincere meal to the Buddha. The universe's greatest remedy literally starts at a dinner table.
Section 2. A simple, sincere offering.
So, the narrative takes us just outside the great city of Rājagṛha. The Buddha is approaching, and this powerful spirit, known as the fearless Yakṣa, is just struck by pure, overwhelming devotion. He decides to offer the absolute best he has. We're talking pure food and drink, beautifully balanced. He's scattering heavenly mandarava and utpala flowers, offering this stunning divine sandalwood powder. But, and this is absolutely crucial, while all those physical gifts are magnificent, it was his profoundly pure and joyous mind that actually triggered the cosmic reaction. The physical offering, that was just the vehicle for his heart.
And wow, the universe instantly recognized it. The moment the Buddha accepted this offering out of deep compassion, there was an immediate ripple effect. 68,000 Yakṣas gathered in the sky above and instantly rejoiced. 68,000! They cried out in unison, "Excellent, excellent," with their voices just echoing through the empty space. You know, this wasn't just a private moment between two beings. The entire spiritual ecosystem registered this tiny, perfect seed of faith.
Section 3. The Luminous Prophecy. Recognizing the absolute purity of the fearless Yakṣa's heart, the Buddha responds physically. And the source text describes this moment with the most vivid, luminous language imaginable. The Buddha emits this brilliant, multicolored light from his mouth. Just picture the sky completely bursting with blue, yellow, red, white, crimson, purple, and emerald. This light is so incredibly intense it literally eclipses the sun and the moon. It shoots down into the absolute lowest depths of the hells and soars all the way up to the highest Brahma heavens. The whole universe is bathed in light, all because of one pure offering.
Now, what's really interesting about this is the lore of where that light goes. The universe operates on these super precise luminous mechanics. A Buddha's light doesn't just fade away, it actually circles the Buddha 7 times and returns to a specific part of his body to deliver a sort of cosmic code. If it returns to the feet, it's a prophecy for beings in hell. The left side is for humans, but right here the light vanishes directly into the crown of the Buddha's head. That signifies the ultimate guarantee, a prophecy of supreme Buddhahood for the fearless Yakṣa. No way, right? It's amazing.
Let's actually map out what that crown light prophecy means, because the scale is completely staggering. That single sincere meal guarantees an evolution that takes eons. The fearless Yakṣa will be reborn in the Trayastrimsa heaven. Then, he'll eventually become a powerful human wheel-turning king. Later, a solitary realizer, then Arhat respectfully serving thousands of future Buddhas, until, finally, he reaches the ultimate destination, Supreme Buddhahood himself. It's an entire cosmic resume, sparked by one single moment of pure devotion.
Section 4. The Sun's Vast Vow.
The thing about true devotion is that it's totally infectious. It spreads like wildfire. Witnessing his father's actions, the Yakṣa's son, Great Mountain, is completely transformed. As the Buddha prepares to travel up to Vulture Peak, Great Mountain leaps into action. First, he's out there literally clearing the physical path of dirt and stones, making it as smooth as glass. Second, he sprinkles the whole route with perfumed water and flowers. But step three is where the real magic happens. While he's preparing the physical path, he's simultaneously cultivating a pure, unhindered mind. He's clearing the dirt from the road, sure, but more importantly, he's clearing the obstacles from his own heart. And this perfectly captures our core theme today. Great Mountain creates this stunning environment filled with banners and jewels and heavenly music, but the text is super explicit. All of those outward decorations, they were just physical reflections of his inner state, a mind of profound joy, vast compassion for all beings, and this unwavering drive toward Bodhi, toward awakening. His true offering was his absolute burning desire to save everyone.
Section 5. The Ultimate Healing Cure.
Great Mountain's devotion basically amplifies his father's original act of faith 1,000,000 times over. Just listen to the sheer scale of his vow. I will make the world brilliantly light and relieve beings from all causes of suffering, just as the Buddha does. Man, that gives me chills every time. He isn't just asking for a comfortable life for himself, he is vowing to become the very light that banishes the darkness. That simple act of offering a meal, it has now evolved into an unstoppable, universe-spanning promise to cure the entire world.
Because of this incredibly vast, selfless vow, the Buddha issues another phenomenal prophecy. Great Mountain is destined to become a Buddha himself. And his prophesied future name perfectly anchors everything we've been talking about across this whole series. He will be known as the Medicine King Buddha. Seriously, think about that. The ultimate cosmic cure to the disease of suffering is a Buddha whose very name defines him as the master healer of the world's pain.
And the future impact of this? It's almost beyond comprehension. The text tells us that when Great Mountain eventually becomes the Medicine King Buddha, his first assembly alone will consist of 20 million disciples, all of whom he will guide toward profound generosity and eventual awakening. 20 million! To put that into perspective, that is a staggering ripple effect from one pure, devoted heart. A father offers a meal, a son clears a path, and eventually millions upon millions of beings across the cosmos are healed.
So, as we wrap up today's explainer, I want to leave you pondering this. If a single sincere offering can literally evolve into the cosmic cure for the suffering of millions, what seeds are you planting today? What small, everyday act of sincerity or kindness or devotion are you capable of right now that might ripple out and heal the world in ways you can't even imagine? Think about it. Thank you so much for exploring this luminous journey with me, and I absolutely cannot wait to dive into our next topic together.